So I watched Chainsaw Man. I watched the entire first season. I thought it was very good. I liked it a lot. I mean, I'll probably talk about it more throughout the video, but my overall opinion was very positive.
Alright, everyone's talking about this new Chainsaw Man. Let's see what this show's all about.
I expect yes or woof for answers. I feel...
What the fuck did I walk into? Chainsaw Man. Easily the most...
I feel like anybody who has Makima as their profile picture is a fucking simp. Is a simp beta male.
Anticipated new anime to come out all year. The show that we weren't ready for, that would come down and grace us, showing us peasants once and for all what good anime is.
Yeah, it was badass.
So, how hard did Chainsaw Man hit when it dropped?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty fucking hard. As expected, it's taken over the community by storm, and with all this extra attention comes the extra scrutiny. After just one episode was out, already all the doubters banded together. Experts and scientists poured in thousands of man-hours to collectively construct the perfect critique. Confident that their words would be so severe, the Chainsaw Man fandom would be put in that place, and the whole anime community would see the error of their ways.
Right.
Here's what they came up with.
Midsaw Man? Oh, I get it. That's... yeah, okay, sure.
Chainsaw Man fans have still not recovered to this day. But do the haters have a point? Did the anime live up to the expectations it built? Did everyone overhype it? What's the deal with Chainsaw Man? Anime fans have been eating good this year, but you know what? They could be eating even better with our sponsor today, Boxu. Weebs, tell me, did you get fed well enough in 2022? Don't lie to me, Weebs, unless you have your own Boxu. Boxu is my favorite Japanese snack box. It's a subscription service that sends you a new box of goodies every single month right from Japan. They work with family businesses all over Japan, so you know this is the good stuff they're giving you. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, my Christmas was cancelled until...
Bro, I bet... I'm gonna be honest. I bet people probably, like... he probably makes so much money from this. Because, like, I mean, this is an anime channel about, like, all kinds of weeb shit. This is, like, the best type of... this is, like, after you get done watching a classic WoW video, and there's a fucking advertisement for male pattern balding. You know, Keeps or Rogaine or something like that. This is the equivalent of that.
Boxu sent me their gifts of snacks. Christmas dinners? Get out of here. I'm eating well because I got my own Boxu, guys. And this is a month I'm super excited about because this month is Hokkaido Wonderland. And if you know anything about Japanese food, any of the food that comes from Hokkaido is chef's kiss god tier.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm gonna treat myself by having a snack right now. What I got here is
I've been to Panda Express before, though. I've gone there multiple times.
White milk boucher. Let's give it this a go. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, I've already eaten the snack on Trash Taste, and I wanted to eat it again because it was so good. I also wanted to try some Hokkaido milk Carantino crisps. If there's one thing that's really famous about Hokkaido, it's their milk. So I've got high expectations of this. Oh, it smells good.
I'm surprised they could have something like milk and like not have it go bad.
I need another one already. One packet's not going to be enough. Oh no. Guys, it's the end of the year. It's the season of gifts and giving. So show someone close your love today by giving them a Boxu. You know they are going to be eaten well. So click the link.
I would be so afraid to eat any of this stuff because, like, I think over in Japan they don't use as many like chemicals in the food. I don't know if I would survive like eating a normal food from Japan.
Description and use code GIGUP for $15 off your first Boxu order. Thank you very much to Boxu for sponsoring us today. Back to the video. It's no secret that I'm already a big fan of the author, so external factors aside, I was already hyped as hell. Chainsaw Man was meant to be his magnum opus, taking everything he's learned from previous works and perfecting it. Chainsaw Man was meant to be the outlier of Shonen Jump, doing things its own way. Chainsaw Man starts off like a pretty standard shonen. You could be forgiven for getting a slight feeling of deja vu watching a spunky teenager on the brink of death making a contract with the devil to gain devil powers, only to be picked up by an organization that hunts said devils under the pretense that they can keep an eye on him and won't kill him as long as he's assisting in hunting other devils. Then we find out there's this super strong devil that they have to hunt by looking for his body parts, which is really risky because like any devil who's consumed some of those body parts is a super strong S tier devil, and you're like,
wait a minute.
This is just Jujutsu Kaisen again. But that's where the similarities end. Chainsaw Man is a typical shonen in the same way that Stephen King's It is a children's show about a funny-looking clown. It is brutal, disgusting, raw. It is metal as fuck. It pushes the...
That's what I like about it. I like the show because it was disgusting, it was perverse, it was degenerate, and it wasn't sorry. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Edge of what it even means to be a shonen action show in the first place. You look at some of these scenes, you see what these characters do, and you think, that's not what Goku would do. Well,
no, it's not.
He is, what's the technical term for this again? A broke-ass bitch. Due to some unfortunate circumstances, he lives every day just to survive. Drowned in debt, a bottom dweller of society. He sold his left eye, a kidney, one of his nuts. Yes, his nuts. Just to scrape by, living on a slice of bread a day. I mean, good lord, someone get this boy some Boxu. There you go, Boxu. That was a good one for you.
That was a good integration.
Sets the tone for just what kind of world this is. Naruto, Demon Slayer.
Well, basically, like what happened was like his fucking dad got him in a lot of debt with like the mafia there, like the Yakuza or some shit, and they're making him pay it off. That's pretty much what happened.
My Hero. These are worlds where some pretty hardcore shit can happen if you lay it out on paper, yet somehow everyone seems to have come out squeaky clean. Tanjiro had almost his entire family brutally murdered, and yet he's still like, oh, I'm gonna be a good boy, I'm gonna be the best boy, I'm gonna empathize with all the demons, I'm gonna make the world a good place.
Bitch, you saw your mother's bloody corpse! How are you more mentally stable than me, remembering I got my tax returns due in 2 months?
Oh,
Shonen
shit.
protagonists have always been about preaching that good
Jesus,
moral.
why'd you have to
Work
say
hard,
that?
train hard, be a good person, aspire to be something great. Everything that Denji isn't. The man's been through hell and just wants to live in mild comfort while copping the casual feel along the way. He doesn't have any grand aspirations. He doesn't want to fight for what is right. He's not the honorable, innocent...
Well, I think that, like, really, the reason why Denji is such a good character is because most of the people that watch Chainsaw Man can relate to him. He's pretty much a loser. He doesn't really do anything. He has no aspirations, no goals. He just wants to squeeze some titties, and he thinks chainsaws are really cool. So the truth is, like, it's just a very relatable show for a lot of people. Yeah, he's just like me.
Safe protagonist we've gotten used to, while Goku is out there being like, Cell, I want you to power up to your final form so we can have a fair and honorable fight. Denji's here like, finishing move. Delete bloodline. Well, that's the thing that. Well, that's the thing that makes him interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Denji, I think you can stop now. I think he's learned his lesson. Oh God, Denji, no, this is not the way. Denji, God, please, Denji, for the love of God. But that's the thing that sets him apart and makes him interesting, and this is something that's pervasive throughout every single cast member in Chainsaw Man. Wouldn't you agree, Aki?
Yeah, totally agree.
Everyone here stands out from the typical characters you see, and I'm not talking about in that usual anime way. You know, sometimes you watch these animes and you see these characters that are like, look at me, I'm so quirky. Look at this weird thing I do. Isn't it so...
I thought this guy was great. Inosuke. He's my fucking favorite. Okay? Like, I even have right over here, I have a little sticker of Inosuke on my desk. Yeah, he's the best.
Weird? Aren't I so weird and quirky? I'm not like other anime characters. And then their super weird quirk turns out to be something like, look at me, I sit funny. People in Chainsaw Man are just actually weird. Like, I don't know, puking in a guy's mouth and then he swallows it and then you try to sleep with him 5 hours later. Huh?
After finding out that he's underage. That's a little bonus fact that people might have forgotten.
Everyone here has a few screws loose, but it never comes at the expense of their character.
What a mess.
All too often in anime, we see these characters that are distinguished by their weird quirks, and even if they have some depth to them, it always comes off as cartoonish, the anime-esque bullshit we've all gotten accustomed to. And one thing I gotta give props for is, despite how batshit insane
I think this guy probably was my favorite. I thought this guy was fucking great.
these guys are, they all still feel like people. Everyone is just broken in some way, like they're all missing a different piece to make them normal. They're not cartoonish, they're just fucking
big boss,
weird.
yeah.
And that absolutely works.
Yeah, I forgot his
the
name.
dynamics, the antics, the banter, the cast is just so entertaining together. Like, there's a scene where a bunch of devil hunters are trapped in this building, possibly for an eternity, waiting for death. One of them has a panic attack. One of them starts freaking out and goes full yandere. They're laughing at each other. Denji falls asleep. Two of them decide now's the best time to pick up smoking. Power starts spouting off that she's going to be prime minister and raise the sales tax to 100%. And I'm sitting here being like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, it's fucking insane. That's why it's good. It's absolutely fucking insane. And that's the best part about it. I think so.
Chainsaw Man could be a sitcom and it would still work. It's like watching the cast of Always Sunny if they were stars of a shonen action show. Are they assholes? Yeah. Would you be friends with them? Probably a bad idea. Is it just hella entertaining?
They're
to see
very
how they
entertaining
operate in the situations they find themselves in?
Yes, bitch.
It's all great stuff, even if the structure is a bit reminiscent to previous shonens we've seen. That is until this guy shows up, and that's when things really start revving up. This is the moment when Chainsaw Man really starts showing its true colors. Within a space of 20 minutes, it shifts from first gear straight to fifth gear, looks you dead in the eye and goes, "You stupid bitch."
By the way, this shit was like, that episode was the best one. It was like more grotesque than all of the other ones put together. It was great.
Did you really think you knew where this was going? You feel like a dumbass for forgetting the type of world this all takes place in. It is a cruel, ruthless place where your entire life can change in one instance. One bad experience, one unlucky encounter. There are no second chances and villains aren't fucking around here. And just as you start to think, damn, these bad guys are pretty damn scary, Makima is then like...
Yeah, that was confusing.
Only when you start to fear the bad guys do you see that the good guys are even more terrifying, and you don't know what to believe. Who's good? Who's evil? What's really going on? More questions emerge while nothing gets answered, and you realize the only thing you really knew is that you didn't know a damn thing. This was the Chainsaw Man I expected. Tatsuki Fujimoto is and never has been a by-the-books guy. It's like he lulled us into a false sense of security, then was like, alright, you've had your fun now, I'm die.
Thank you, forever.
Well, it's in a little ways like a Game of Thrones, you know, like whenever... you know, a bunch of people just like randomly fucking die, there it is, right? Because like after that, you know, all bets are off. Like what you thought was going to happen is not what's going to happen.
The more episodes I watch, the faster I click on the next episode button, and my only gripe is that it feels like we've only just begun. 12 episodes feels brazenly short for the story that Chainsaw Man has set up, which begs the question, am I just going to read ahead in the manga? No. Because what I'm doing is watching the anime, then reading the manga. Yeah, that's right. You heard that correctly. I'm reading the manga second.
Okay.
How does that make you feel, manga readers? Does that make you feel uncomfortable? Uneasy? Maybe I'll mix it up. Maybe I'll read a few chapters ahead and then let the anime catch up. Maybe I'll read chapter 70 out of context. Maybe I'll just translate it all into Braille and consume it that way. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. Animation.
I don't know why people get so mad about the way that other people consume shows. Like, I remember I told people I would watch a lot of the shows with, like, English dubs. And they got so angry at me for this. They're like, you have to watch it with subtitles. And like some of them I do watch with subtitles. Like this one I watched with subtitles. Other ones I don't. It just kind of depends. Like I don't really give a shit to me. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's my medium of choice. There's nothing that will replace Kensuke Ushio's hypnotic, mesmerizing soundtrack, the stellar animation, or the voice acting that bring the chemistry these characters have to life.
Neko yo, sarau nante yo.
He's only saying that because he wants to squeeze your titties. He doesn't actually care about the cat.
Impressive. Very nice. And let's see the official Spanish dub.
Yeah.
But there are a few manga artists out there like Tatsuki Fujimoto, and after reading what the anime has covered, yeah, he's a fucking genius, alright? Only so rarely do you find someone who has such mastery of the page. Here is a man who knows how to use manga to its fullest potential, which he does consistently. If you're someone who's never really thought about layout, paneling, or page composition, I implore you to read any one of his works and you'll immediately realize, oh, that's why it matters. I know this because I never did until I could see how masterfully it could be used.
We watched this video before. It's the same guy. It's the guy that, you know, the one where it cuts the guy's arm off and then they eat him. Yeah, it's the fire punch. Yep. It's the same dude made Chainsaw Man.
post. Or, you know, you could just watch my other video where I go in depth about it.
And we
the work
watched
he's
that.
put into Chainsaw Man, the way he uses manga to convey ideas and feelings is something that would be impossible to translate into another medium. And so it doesn't, but what nuance it loses, it makes up for by adding its own. The anime takes its own approach in telling the story. Colors are more muted, characters look more realistic. It slows everything down, not to pad out the runtime, but just so you have time to get absorbed into this beautiful world. And this has made some of the more dramatic moments hit even harder. It doesn't just reference cinema, it doesn't just look cinematic, it feels cinematic. Almost as if this is an anime original production, not taking its material from a manga. I mean, just look at something like this.
帰れ
I fucking love how it feels like this devil was just deleted from existence.
Well, it was. They just took that frame out. Yeah, it was great.
Like it's what only an eerie, outerworldly creature can do. And it was just such a subtle thing that could only be conveyed in anime form. It really seems like the team have put
That was also like a fucking massive power scaling thing. Because like everybody thought like, okay, like this is like kind of like the general power level of the different devils, and then like that shit happens and it's like, wait, what the fuck?
so much thought into the visual storytelling. There are no lazy camera angles, no throwaway shots, and instead of trying to replicate what the manga has done, they've asked themselves, what is something that only we could do? They added a 2-minute scene of Aki getting ready in the morning, and it is so beautifully calming that gives us a glimpse of who Aki is that was never in the manga. This is some Makoto Shinkai level of vibes that absolutely did not need to be done, which shows that someone there gives a shit. And this isn't even mentioning how good of a job they're doing with the animation. When people think good animation, they see it
Yeah, I think the animation is fucking awesome. It's like insanely good.
fight scene and they think, oh, now this is good animation. Wait,
Yeah.
10 frames of CG? Unwatchable. But what they can gloss over is that 17 other minutes of anime in that anime. Chainsaw Man simply looks breathtaking in almost every single frame. Fight scenes aside, there is no reason why walking animation needs to look this goddamn smooth, or backgrounds
Yeah,
look
it keeps
so
like the
spectacular,
stylistic
or
appeal.
hand-holding scenes should awaken something in me.
指の長さはどれくらい手のひらは冷たい
And you know what?
As I said, anybody who is into that girl and uses her as a profile picture is a fucking simp. Massive fucking simp.
I'll say it. The CG doesn't even look bad. I
Yup.
think the real reason it stands out at points is just because of how goddamn spectacular everything else looks. Which experience is better? I don't know, whatever medium you bloody prefer. Why not both? You have two separate versions, two separate styles, two separate approaches to telling this fantastic story in a way that utilizes their own medium to its highest potential instead of one trying to emulate the other. And I can't even begin to tell you how rare of an occurrence this is. Which is why it blows my mind when I see complaints that this scene doesn't look exactly how it does in the manga, or this isn't how the manga depicted this one thing. We have a chocolate cake
Yeah,
and
I think anytime that you try to make things exactly the same, it's always a bad thing. I mean, like in Lord of the Rings, they skipped out on a lot of things for the Peter Jackson movies, and they're good in their own way, different from the books. I mean, I think another example is Fight Club. I've used that one before. Fight Club as a book is different than the movie, and each one is good in its own way.
chocolate ice cream in front of us, and people are unhappy that it's not the exact same flavor of chocolate. And I'm like, bro, you have a delicious ice cream and cake right in front of you. Why are you complaining?
そのくらいでやめちゃうんだわ今の子は
Chainsaw Man is setting up for the series fans said it would be, and it hit the jackpot of having an anime production this good while in no way replacing what the manga has done. Will these 12 episodes live up to the insane hype people said it would reach?
I would say
No,
so.
But we already knew that.
I liked
so
it.
the
I
real
thought it was
question
awesome.
Is, when the hell are we going to get more of
That's
it?
a good question.
Oh god, Denji, please stop! His descendants are already dead!
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month to Alpha Sigma, Basil, Dysfunctional Degenerate, Ivido, Jeff,
This was a good
Lavados,
video.
Misaka12315, Payne Patchett, Pony Stark, Walter Geist VT,
I'll let him
and everyone
finish.
else, my Patreon, for helping to support me for this month and making this video possible. Alright guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This was the last Giguk upload of the year, and yes, I'm busy watching all of the anime in 2022. There is a lot to get
Damn,
through.
so he
This
just
was a
peaced
very,
out. He said,
very
"Fuck that.
big
I'm
year
done."
for anime. So I'm not going to
Smart.
keep you here for much longer. I hope you've had a great 2022. I hope you have a happy new year, and I'll see you guys next year.
Okay, that was a good video. I like that one. It's like I haven't really watched a lot of the other content about Chainsaw Man yet, like any like YouTube videos about it or anything similar. But I would say that I enjoyed it a lot. Like I remember I watched it like the first like couple of episodes. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like I think even from like the intro, like the intro to the song and like everything, I'm like, wow, this is like fucking weird and creepy and degenerate. This is great. I love this. And so, yeah, I was freaking good. I think so too. Abso-fucking-lutely, man. Let me link it to you guys right here. Should watch Bleach? Maybe I will. I don't know. Wolf's Chainsaw Man video is also good. Yeah, I said this is so dumb, but I gotta keep watching. Well, the thing is, like, I think that if you take shit too seriously, you definitely will be annoyed by this, this show. But, like, if you don't take it seriously and you just kind of experience it for what it is, I think that that's the best way to do it. Bleach, I tried to watch it before. I thought it was annoying, man. I did. Never adjust the opinions of a shonen Andy. See, like, I don't watch enough anime to, like, really even fucking know what that is. I just watched this one. I thought it was good. Like, that's about it. I thought this shit was fucking fun to watch. It was enjoyable. The whole time it was good. Things moved along really fast. Crazy shit happened. You know, everything was good, man. So, yeah, make sure to give it a like and give Giga a sub. I've been watching a couple of his videos, and I think they're actually quite good. I like them a lot.